Okay, well, it's good to know that I can still access the bed. Ah, there's where I need to go. Much better. More importantly, why does the anvil check to see if it's attaching to the side of a block? Like, rewind the video and watch that anvil fall. You will notice it is checking to see if it is attaching to the side of the block. I didn't even know that was an option. Like, that's news to me. Anyways, yeah, my D&D campaign, the Oozkin is getting ambushed by bandits. The bandits are obviously specifically paid to attack the Oozkin and any witnesses. Therefore, the Drow are trying very hard to, to do what they can to Pinky and their traveling companions, which happens to be Jack Mist and Burb and Ogmul, which is an orc Lyeth. Let's see. Yeah, Jack Mist, Burb, Ogmul. Yeah, that's everyone. Jack Mist, Burb, Ogmul, and Pinky. Therefore, the four of us are actually dealing with the attackers quite nicely. Ogmul has captured one of them by using non-lethal damage with a rather oversized greatsword to just kind of smush him into the ground. Being I believe he nailed the Drow spellcaster, which is just called Drow, as opposed to the Drow spellcaster, which would be the Drow noble, I believe. If you're looking up their stats, I believe that was what it was. I don't remember the specifics because it has been a very long time since I've looked into the Drow and how they operate and all that, but for the most part, I remember that the Drow were basically the spellcasters were just kind of your average everyday person, and then like you had advanced spellcasters, and that was the one that was listed as Drow spellcaster. But otherwise, like, all of the Drow were basically spellcasters, which is kind of OP, but kind of works because, if you're going to have a bunch of spellcasters, it does help to have it be consistent, where even the weak spellcasters are decent spellcasters, and then the actual dedicated spellcasters are very high level spellcasters because they focused on training their sorcery or training their wizardry or whatever it is that they had to train. They focused on training it because that was how they got stronger, My players will definitely have an interesting time trying to get information from the drow, because the drow will not be wanting to cooperate. However, there will definitely be a lot of difficulty in resisting the just the sheer level of charisma of the party. The drow will obviously be reluctant and resistant and uncooperative, but at the same time, the party knows to spell friends. They have this spell called friends, and Pinky specifically is a non-combat type of sorcerer, meaning, yes, they are the type to cast friends on the enemy and try and befriend them. Especially since they kind of have friendship as magic is kind of their motto. Something about basing the character on Pinkie Pie. You know how it goes. It's like in the Sword Art Online Abridged when he's like, I am known by many names. Black Thunder. Thunder Thighs. But you can know me by the name Tiffany. Oh, that's a very manly name. Shouldn't be. It's a woman's name. I don't know how to talk to you. Good. Makes this easier. Sword Art Online Abridged was hilarious and a little bit weird, because it was satire and parody and just basically poking fun at all kinds of different aspects that were present in that situation. Let's see. Oh, it's sunset. What do you mean I can only sleep at night? It is clearly nighttime. Okay, well, I'm going to start depositing some of this other stuff as well. See if maybe that will pass enough time to make things worthwhile here. Let me actually start building up these barrels that are supposed to be down here. I said up. Boy. There we go. Okay, and then there's that. And then we have the bed itself. Okay. Now I can just leap up here with a quick hop. Now I just go on through and gather up more resources. That's simple, really. Yeah. Ooh, looks like we have some gravel here. What the heck was that? Was that a creeper? I think that was a creeper. Well, that was surprising. Guess I should have checked for creepers a little bit better. Oh well. Really? Because I'm full of stone and everything else, I couldn't collect the item off the top of the storage barrel. How's my armor looking now that I took a massive freaking creeper? Let's see. I'm doing alright on my armor. I need to harvest more materials from over here. Yeah, the scariest part about creepers is that they don't despawn when day comes around. That's really the scariest part about them. Like, other than that, creepers aren't all that scary. They just don't despawn when day rolls around, that's all. Yeah, I seem to be getting just a little bit of lag. I don't know why. Not a clue why. But it's probably nothing. Like I said, it's probably just cumulative errors from the visual changes provided by the texture pack. And the errors are specifically caused by the fact that when the texture pack was made, they didn't really apply anything for the vertical chunks. Therefore, when Bedrock Edition tries to read for the vertical chunks, it just says, hey, error, there's nothing here for the vertical chunks. And I just ignore the error because it's kind of a pointless error. I knew already that it didn't have the vertical chunks when I downloaded it. I didn't mind that it didn't have the vertical chunks because I knew roughly where I wanted to build already. I already knew that there was a vertical chunk at x equals 63 to 64. Or sorry, y equals 63 to 64. For x, that would be, since it's in the positive range, it would actually be 62 to 63. Same for the y, or not the y, the z. Or no, yeah, that would be 63 to 64 because x starts at 0, y starts at 0, and z starts at 0. Therefore, yeah, it would be 63 to 64. There's an Enderman over there. I'm going to fight him. Hey, Enderman, you're ugly. That didn't work. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Ah, now he realized that I called him ugly. Here, let me stand in water. Go ahead, just hop in. You'll go out. No? You sure? Ah, you seem to have put yourself out. That's good. That's good. It's good that you put yourself out. Because otherwise you're going to just burn to death. Ow. Let's see. Did I get an ender pearl? I believe I did. Yep, I got an ender pearl. Sweet. How many ender pearls did I get? One? Just one. Okay. Yeah, all of the various areas around this section are basically going to get lowered to y equals 63, and then I will build the farm up a little bit in order to ensure that the farm does not spawn monsters on the ground. I will before I dig the farm out or build the farm up, I will obviously make sure that I excavate around the farm to ensure that monsters don't spawn on the nearby cliffs. In this case, the monsters would be iron golems, which you don't want to have to deal with without like lava or something. You know, you want something to deal with your iron golem situation, because if you don't got anything to deal with the iron golems, then you're going to find yourself really, really wishing you did. There is a spider right back there, isn't there? I'm going to turn around and see a spider crawl along this singular line of stone. I guess it's too wide, but still. Nope. It sounded like a spider. Maybe it despawned. That's possible. Sounded like a spider. Looked like a spider. Good thing it wasn't a spider. Oh boy. Now it's raining, so the Endermen are just even that more angry. On top of that, there's going to be zombies all over the place now because, you know, since it's raining, they don't have to worry about catching on fire. Oh boy. I want to these resources, deposit any resources that need depositing, such as stone. All of this stone. More stone, more stone, more stone, and even more stone. Mob drops go in there, as does gravel and cobblestone, apparently. Now, I get to excavate all of this material out. And then I don't need to really worry about where everything is in this area until it comes time to actually build up the platform. And the reason for that is because this area will suddenly be water level. At long last, I finally have an area that I excavated down to water level. Now, if only I wasn't going to spend the majority of my time trying to stay away from this place, because it's got areas that have villagers that want to get linked to my various workstations. Joy, he says hesitantly. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on cleaning this up. Looks like I have all of the granite cleaned up. That's good. It appears to finally be getting dark. That means I should be able to sleep in the bed the next chance I get. Okay. Looks like we're doing very nicely here. Finally, we have this area starting to really show its progress. Once I get the iron golems situated in the iron golem farm here, I plan to actually dig out lower in order to build a massive storage system for the iron golem farm. I plan to make use of auto-filtering storage chests, by which I mean as I take the items out of the bottom, the items will get replenished from above, and on top of that, they will have item filters on the stored, like on the hoppers themselves. in order to make sure that the storage chests are sorted. I will have one line for flowers, the poppies. Then I will have probably 5 to 10 lines for the iron, and I'll probably have I want to say 2 lines for string. I will be making use of just regular hoppers on, or regular hopper minecarts on rails. I don't need to go glitching a hopper minecart into a block or anything. I can just use a regular one. You know, they pull through blocks. I don't need to have it be all like mega compacted. But I do want a decently small area for the iron farm to actually operate in. Once I get this area prepared and primed, I get all 9 chunks nice and even with water level, I will have everything prepared for this specific section to get a iron golem farm. Go. How about this one? Any room in there? No. How about room in there? No. Room in there, I suppose. I have way too much andesite and diorite and granite. Let's see. I want to put this in here, then this in here. Yes. My campaign is in half an hour. I am aware of this, and the recording will stop in about 15 minutes. I have mathed this out. It is fine. That is my calendar. I mathed out when to start recording and still have enough time to like upload the videos. I might actually end up with that. I might end up just stopping the recording here, honestly, because I still need to dig all of this out to water level, basically. Not that that's going to be difficult, or time consuming, but it's going to definitely take a little bit. It's not going to be instant, you know? But is going to provide a good amount of progress for me to get all of this done. Now, if I wanted to, I could end the video here and just resume after my campaign, because I do kind of need to prepare, but as you saw earlier in the recording session, my Kenku monk is not going to be able to make it very early in the session. He will be running very late, very, very late from the sounds of it. Therefore, I want to make sure that I have more than enough footage to actually go about making it worthwhile to just upload all of these videos, because might as well, right? Again, this is a good time to mention that only about 1% of my viewers are subscribed, and yet you people are like looking me up by the name NexusCraft here, which is kind of something I came up with as my own kind of name for my series. Tells me that some of you people probably want to subscribe, because apparently you're checking in on me and you're wanting to make sure I'm still uploading videos, and you're wanting to see what I'm up to and all that. Therefore, you probably want to just go ahead and subscribe so you can get notified of when all of my videos are being released. I understand that sometimes the episodes are getting released during school, but you can, you're technically not supposed to have your phone outside of airplane mode when you're on school grounds. You're probably not even supposed to have your phone with you in school, because they don't really allow that in places like high school or college, where you're expected to be able to like show that you can do all of this math. Well, probably not in college. They kind of expect you to just get the work done in college, because in college, I'm pretty sure they're just going to be more impressed that you can actually operate that kind of stuff on a calculator, because, like I mentioned, you don't get the calculator in high school. Therefore, you, for the most part, don't learn how to properly operate a calculator. There are, rules of operation. There is a instruction manual for a calculator, believe it or not. Some of the more advanced calculators are requiring a instruction manual, and for good reason. They have different modes, different settings. Some of them are for engineers, some of them measure degrees, some of them measure radians, some of them measure hexadecimal. You gotta have instructions for this kind of stuff, and some people just don't understand how that stuff works. Some people do. The ones that do kind of have it easier, because they can just use a calculator. They don't ever need to worry about, having a moment where they're just sitting there trying to remember what they were doing, going, I know it was important. I've done that, where I have moments like that. It happens every now and then, but, I keep it to a minimum. I try my best to keep myself mentally acute, mentally intelligent and intellectual and all that. It helps to keep your brain sharp, as they say. Keep the mind thinking. Because if your mind keeps thinking, then you're technically still alive, no matter what you're doing, really. They measure people dying by how long their brain is active after their vital systems have stopped. In case you ever wondered. That is one of the methods that they use to measure whether or not a person is in fact dead, is whether or not their brain has stopped functioning after the vital life support systems have failed. I'm just making sure that I don't have any extra gravel, diorite, or andesite stored away anywheres. Making sure I didn't confuse anything. Nope, looks all good. Okay, well, that one's full of stone. Suppose I can use this one. But yeah, the fact that only 1% of my viewers is subscribed tells me that my channel has plenty of room for expansion. The fact that some of you people are literally just Googling NexusCraft tells me that there is plenty of interest for my channel, for my series. It tells me that I have, I have some form of brand recognition. And, it's good to have brand recognition, but it's also good to have people actually subscribe to the channel, because as more people get subscribed to my channel, I will be getting better qualified to become a advertising partner with YouTube. If I get enough people liking my videos, if I get enough watch time on my videos specifically, as well as enough subscribers, I will have enough, I will have met the requirements to become a advertising partner with YouTube, and I will additionally have met the requirements to perform a live stream from my phone. I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched within the last 28 days of my content. Therefore, it really does help out if you watch the videos at length. I try to link the playlist and the channel using the cards in the videos that have gotten the proper template applied, which I believe I was somewhere around episode 150 for the template. I don't remember exactly, but it was a decent number. This is going to be a very problematic pond, isn't it? Because I'm trying to build it where it's, y equals 63 all the way to the base. That way I can have a nice little highway, and then I can build a rail and all this other nice stuff. But until I, actually get everything all flattened out and smoothed out, I can't really do that. Therefore, I want to make sure that I go ahead and harvest as much as I can in the meantime. Now, I want to mark out where I'm going to be digging to and where I'm going to be digging at. Because I don't really want to have this chunk borders texture pack on the entire time. Therefore, let's see. There we go. Let me bring in some light here. There we go. This is a very, very thick hill. Very thick hill. Just make sure I didn't miss any sections here. Looks like I'm still good. Okay. Now, I get to have the fun task of going around and picking up all of these items, they said sarcastically. I mean, I am still going around picking up all the items. It's just not a fun task. It's just a task. There we go. Looks like I got all of the items. It wasn't very difficult, you know. I do want to cross over to this side to try and jump over to here. Aha, I made it. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to count. First I want to figure out where this chunk is. Okay, now I know that chunk is there. Therefore, what I want to count out is I want to count out where this chunk border is. Because this is where I'm actually digging to. Okay, y equals 63, and away we go. And there it is. We have managed to find our way through to this area. This is a very, very large hill. Like, I can't even reach that dirt. Wait, was I at y equals 62 for some of this? No. Why is there a block here? Oh, it's gravel. That's why. Okay, that explains a little bit. Doesn't quite explain everything, such as how I'm supposed to take out this section, for example. That's gonna be a bit of a hike. So I gotta go all the way down here. Climb up over here. Then I gotta find where I dug down. Then just kind of clear out above it. Or not. Right, there's that gap there. Let's get back over to here. Not too much time left before I need to find a bed, but that's okay. I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Right, because I had that section where I jumped up on the gravel, and then because of that, yeah. There we go. Now I need to go over to here. All the way to here. Ooh, that's a big one. Is that accurate? Yeah. Yeah, that's accurate. I might not have enough shovel durability for this. Oop. Looks like it is time for my campaign. I suppose I am running out of device storage at the moment because I am recording all of these videos at the same time as all of this is going on, and I'm guessing that's why a lot of things are kind of a little bit laggy. Just a little bit. Now, the benefit of building it up like this is that I will be able to very easily manage everything once I get... Oh, I guess I did have plenty of space still. I will be able to manage everything very easily once I get myself situated and organized. I'll be able to basically just manage everything. That's supposed to be in there. And then this is not even supposed to be in my inventory. This is supposed to just be a regular dirt block. Therefore, there we go. Now it is. My Silk Touch pickaxe is surprisingly pretty heavily damaged because of all of the digging I've been doing. Fortunately, I have plenty of experience stored up in the furnace back at the base in order to repair it with. I mostly just wanted to focus on getting those chunk borders just kind of traced out, because as I mentioned, I don't want to have this chunk border texture pack just constantly active. I find it to be a little bit in the way. There are better chunk border visualization texture packs that can be used anyways. Therefore, I would kind of prefer using those actually, but I don't remember what I did with the file. And I don't remember what the texture pack was called either. Therefore, it kind of becomes a little bit difficult to locate the texture pack because I don't remember what it was called. A little bit maddening, a little bit infuriating, but whatever. As long as the chunk borders are mostly accurate, I won't mind too much. You know, I understand that if the chunk borders aren't accurate, then yes, that problem will kind of just compound into a much larger issue, because you'll be dealing with, you know, if someone, for example, set it to every 15 instead of every 16, you'll be dealing with the chunk borders being offset accordingly, and that's kind of annoying because then all of your measurements aren't really all that accurate. But you know, we counted it earlier, this chunk border texture pack does count 16, therefore we don't really need to worry about that. We're sitting here just basically making progress on the tunnels connecting the outline of the territory that we are operating in. Yeah, this is still far, far too dark. And my shovel doesn't have anywhere near enough durability for me to be doing this. Therefore, I shall go running all the way around in a massive loop here to retrieve one of these shovels. I shall use this one with the anvil. Cost 5 levels. That's fine. now I want to climb up here. I guess I can't climb there. I'll climb over here. I want to climb up here specifically because I want to be able to find the items which were left behind for starters, but I want to be able to find the top section of this area here. The reason why is because I can't reach this high. Therefore, it's easier for me to dig from the top down and then just kind of go down there later and collect all of the items. Because I can't actually reach this high up. My D&D game can easily wait a minute or two whilst I start the uploads to YouTube with these videos. I'm sure they won't mind, considering, you know, as mentioned, the monk's running late. Okay, I now have the chunk borders nice and easily marked out. I can very easily go, and if I want, I can actually turn off the chunk visualization texture pack, because I will be building out to about here. I suppose I can mark that out, actually, now that I think about it. Perfect number of smooth stones for it, too. 3. Boop, boop, boop. Perfect. Now, I have it carved out to here, and then out to here. Yeah, I have the perimeter carved. I just don't have the interior of the perimeter carved. But once I do, this will make a very, very nice iron golem farm.